Good morning, Messiah Center. Happy Thursday. I pray that everyone's week has gone well. We are in day 11 of our 21-day fast. So we are at the halfway point. So, congratulations for making it halfway through. We are almost there. We have 11 days left to go. But today we are going to talk about leaving a legacy of good money sense. A lot of times when we think about leaving a legacy for our children, we automatically think of leaving them money. And that's great, and we should be able to leave them um, money and leave them in good financial standing. However, it doesn't help to leave them money or leave them with finances if they don't know how to utilize them or they don't know what to do with them. So, in this chapter, we're actually going to focus more on leaving them a legacy of how to budget, how they should utilize their money, and how they should go about spending and looking at their income versus their expenses. So, our main point today is train your child to be a good money manager. And our pledge is I will show my child by example what it means to be a good steward over money. So, I know that earlier in the fast, I mentioned that we do have our three children participating. They are 11, 9, and 6, and we have them participating in the fast. And it was really just so that one, they understand that when it comes to finances, it's not just about mommy and daddy's money, but they can be included so that they can learn as well and understand that there's a responsibility that needs to come with managing your finances. So, again, in this chapter, we talk about um, setting aside money and investments for your children's college education and having conversations, especially if they're older, regarding college and the funds for that. We don't want our children to end up in a whole lot of debt, if any, from just to go get an education. So she really encourages us to set up college funds and start putting aside money for colleges, but then also to have those honest conversations with your children if they are kind of close to that college age about the funds and the expenses of college, and be realistic. Even though they may want to go to, an Ivy League school, if that's something that will be as a detriment to them financially as well as to your family, have those conversations and say, hey, this is what we'll be able to afford for college. If you really want to go to this school, then we're going to have to come up with other ways to get these funds, whether it be through scholarships or through monetary awards, however that may be. We're going to have to find a way to make up the difference without you having to borrow. Mhm. So, another thing that she talks about and goes over is, again, like in our pledge, we have to lead by an example. If we have our children going out with us and just, when we're going on these shopping sprees, or, they go with us to the store and we're just throwing anything and everything in the cart, we don't have a shopping list, we're not really sticking to a budget, we're just throwing stuff in there and swiping, they're going to mimic what they see you do. I'll use my kids as an example. They don't even really like going to the grocery store with me at this point because I'm a bargain shopper. If I go to the store, I know what's on sale, I know what I have a coupon for, and we'll be in the store and they'll be like, hey, mommy, can we get this again? And before I even say anything, I'm like, you know the rule, and they're like, oh, okay, fine, it's not on sale. So they already know and have that expectation that when we go to the grocery store, if it's not something that's on sale, then don't even bother asking mommy because we're not going to get it. The times that we do get it is when I catch it on sale, so we enjoy it then. And once they go through whatever that item is, and we catch it on sale again, then you'll get it at that point. But they already know that if we go into the grocery store and ask for something, mommy's going to say no. So they don't even go to the grocery store with me anymore, unfortunately. But again, even as much as I use that example, because as much as they probably don't like it and don't like me saying no, I'm showing them that, hey, you don't just go to the store and just throw anything in your basket. You need to be conscious about what you're spending and what you're picking up and making sure that you're staying, on task. Um, we try to, we have accounts and things set up for them. We let them see their bank statements to show them, how they are accumulating in their, college funds and things that we have set up. Um, I did also, and this is just another suggestion, we did do kind of like an online account, and it's like a banking account where they can set up, and I know we're trying to get away from using the credit cards and debit cards, but also at the same time, I understand that they live in a world where they're going to have to use those. So we set up an account, and they each have their own little debit card. And in that account, we can give them money, grant money, but then they also have the ability to move money into savings, move money into just kind of splurge, quote unquote, or spending accounts, move money and kind of do investments and that sort of thing. And this is teaching them, even though it's small amounts of money, they might have like $20 in their little account, it's still teaching them money management so that they can see, okay, when I go to the store and I get this bag of candy, my now I only have this much to, buy something else with. And it makes them think about before they make a purchase. So we'll be in the store and I'll say, hey, remember you said you wanted to get X, Y, and Z. If you buy that, look at your account. If you buy that, I don't think you're going to be able to get it. And it makes them think about the choices that they're making. So if you have younger kids, it's definitely important to kind of incorporate and have them look through, your budget, or, incorporate them when you're going grocery shopping, just so they have an idea. It's not, new to them. So when they grow up and go out into the world, they're not just out there like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to buy groceries. I don't know how to set up a budget. And it can be little things. She had mentioned in here like playing Monopoly, and just so they can see how, money works, and that it doesn't just grow on trees and you just go buy anything you want to. There's also a worksheet in here that I definitely would suggest for older children, so teens, and it's showing them, it's kind of a basic, it's more basic view of the one that we filled out on a Monday, or Sunday, the one we filled out earlier this week on Sunday. It's a general, it's way smaller, it doesn't have as many, um, things to fill out, because of course as a teen they don't have as many responsibilities as we do as adults. But again, it's helping them to manage and see and write down. And I would also suggest, in for like the percentages, have them start lower. I know stated that we use a 70-20-10 rule. I would suggest, if you want to use that for your kids, have them start at maybe a 50 or 60%. And what that does is it teaches them to manage on a smaller budget, so that when they get older, they don't have to start at the 70 and then try to work back. They'll already be accustomed to, hey, I'm only supposed to live off of 60% of my income. I save 30% of it. and I give 10%, for my tithing. So now you've already instilled in them and in their mindset, hey, anything over 60 is bad. When in actuality, that's a very great starting point for you to be spending within 60% of your income and saving 30%. So again, just little things to incorporate them, make it fun, make it exciting, make it, to their level and their understanding so that they can grow and mature. And then, of course, as they grow, then you can get more in depth. But you just want them to be engaged and understand the importance of budgeting and the importance of being, um, of having good stewardship over their finances. So again, pray that you have a great Thursday. We thank you for your continued encouragement, and we look forward to, again, if you have any testimonies, feel free to send those in to us, so that we can share and strengthen one another. Pray that you have a great Thursday, and we'll see you tomorrow.